And now the time has come to present Access's first ever Champion of Justice Award to Dr. Mona Hanna-Attisha, or Dr. Mona, as she so rightly calls herself, an internationally recognized hero of Flint's water crisis. It is with great pleasure that I introduce to the stage a familiar face to you all to personally present this award. Please help me welcome the Access Chief Executive Officer, Hassan Jaber.
So when Dr. Mona Hanna-Attisha, sensing the agony of Flint mothers, put everything on the line and forced the state of Michigan to acknowledge the toxic levels of lead in Flint water supply. She didn't do it so that she could be recognized. She certainly did not become a champion of justice accidentally. Everything in her life was leading to that point. I even know more now, coming from a very progressive mom and dad. She certainly did not become a champion of justice accidentally. Anyone who meets her sees that her integrity and passion for serving others is simply something that is in her. From early on, she dedicated her life to serving the most vulnerable populations among us, our children, and in particular, children of poor families. Her passion for social justice started early on. In high school, Dr. Mona became active in environmental justice issues, and her activism on these issues continued throughout high school and her college years. When she became a physician, she could have chosen to work anywhere in the US, maybe abroad. But instead, she chose to come to Flint, a city with extreme challenges, impoverished, abandoned, and proud. When she was just recently named as one of Time Magazine 2016 most influential people, and I mean not most influential here in Michigan, not most influential in the US, most influential globally. Listen to this. As a matter of fact, she received as many votes as Stephen Colbert and German Chancellor Angela Merkel. And she captured the 20th spot alongside, listen to this, US Senator Elizabeth Warren. In her response to the Time recognition, Dr. Mona said, and I quote, "I'm honored and humbled to be on the Time's 100 most influential people. However, the most influential people in my world are the people of Flint the smart, strong, and resilient people of Flint. For her role in exposing the truth and injustice, Dr. Mona, the daughter of Iraqi immigrants, she received plenty of praise. In response to this abundance of praise, Dr. Mona said, and again I quote, "If I can inspire or motivate a future generation of strong women who are ethical and who are stubborn and who are persistent and who care about their community, that will be worth it." Mona, this is the first time we offer a Champion of Justice award, and we were inspired by your work. And I want to pledge to you that in the future, choosing candidates for this award, you've set the bar so high. So we will be looking for awardees that have the same qualities: character, integrity, and tenacity. You inspired many individuals and organizations to act. And you actually have changed the dialogue nationwide about the needs for us to pay attention to people's needs, the need for us to offer clean, safe water, the least we could do. Now, she's not stopping. She doesn't stop. Michigan State University College of Human Medicine has launched an initiative to treat 27,000 Flint children who have been exposed to high levels of lead in their drinking water. This monumental effort will be led by none other than Dr. Mona. Who has made it clear that she's far from finished with her work protecting the vulnerable children. Please help me welcome my hero, Dr. Hanna-Attisha. Hanna-Attisha.
Marhaba. Shukran. This is amazing. I'm honored and humbled and to receive such recognition from Access. I grew up with Access. As a first-generation immigrant here, Access is part of my foundation, is part of my youth, is part of my culture. Like many of you here, we came from countries that were experiencing injustice. Palestine, Iraq, Syria, Egypt, Jordan. We came to this country for justice. We came to this country for that American dream, for freedom, to fight for justice. And when I was raised with that background of injustice, when I was raised to know freedom and to every day recognize that I was privileged to be in this country, I recognized that whenever I saw injustice, that it was my job, my privilege, my duty back to fight for justice. And what happened in Flint was an incredible injustice. It never should have happened. And the people, the champions, were the people of Flint who for 18 months were fighting and raising their voices and were not being heard. And I was in the right place at the right time, and this fell in my lap. I had a choiceless choice to fight for my community, to fight for my kids who were suffering from extreme injustice. So I was just doing my job, and it is an honor to have this recognition. And now we are pulling a page from the Access Playbook. We are going to wrap our children around with interventions so that we do not see the consequences of this terrible disaster. And we are hoping that we can all come together and give them all the necessary services that they will need to have a much brighter future than their yesterday ever was. And we have many champions in this room who are making this happen. Our U.S. Representative Dan Kildee, I'm not sure if he's still here, an amazing, amazing public servant. Our U.S. Senator Debbie Stabenow, who every day has been fighting for Flint. So one of the amazing stories has been our incredible public servants, our legislators who have been fighting for our children. So thank you so much. This is incredible recognition. But you know what I have done, what the community has done together is the Arab way. We take care of each other. We take care of our villages. And this is what I expect of all Arab Americans, especially our youth. And I see it every day. So thank you so much. Thank you.